Hi everyone, welcome to Wayne Morrison Coach Fitness channel. Today I'm going to be talking about calorie intake and how the calorie intake affects our energy levels and in turn affects us or helps us achieve our fitness goals. So each individual is different, okay, and the amount of calories you need to consume in order to have the energy to complete your daily tasks will vary from person to person. Now, if you want to speak to a nutritionist or a personal trainer, they'll be able to help you calculate what your requirement is. But things that can impact on this can be your age, your sex, height, weight, your physical activity levels, be that your needs, so your daily living, the stuff that like hoovering, cleaning, washing, walking, all of that sort of stuff, compared to your planned physical activity, be that weight training, running, martial arts, whatever it is that you look to partake in. So depending on each individual person, everyone's going to have different calorie intake needs, so different energy needs. Our calories are what we get from food: bananas, apples, potatoes, pizzas, chicken, fruit, veg, everything. Everything contains calories, and that's where we get our energy levels from. So everyone's calorie intake will be different. So if we take these three glasses representing different people, the energy intake for this person here, as we can see, so this is enough energy. Filling that up is the energy they need to complete their daily tasks. Okay, so if I pour it into this glass, we see that that same amount of energy, so the same amount of food for this person, isn't enough for them to have the energy requirement to complete their daily tasks. And again, if we pour it into this third glass, we see that it's nowhere near enough. We're not even halfway to achieving the energy requirement that this person would need. Okay, so it gives you an idea of how different people are affected by their calorie intake and how that not one size fits all. Just because one person can eat a whole pizza doesn't mean another person should. That's a topic probably for another day. So if we take this glass is going to represent me. So when this glass is full, that's exactly the energy I need for today. Okay, so I start the day and I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to have my breakfast, I'm going to have my lunch. So I'm having my protein shake, I'm having my cereal, I'm having a nice chicken and potato salad for lunch, I'm having a curry for dinner, whatever it is. That gives me my energy intake for today. So I've consumed all the calories I need. So let's give that a base level. Let's say that this glass represents 2,500, which is roughly talked about as being the average person, okay? So this glass represents 2,500 calories. I've consumed it, that's what I need. I maintain exactly as I am. So if I'm maintaining my physical activity levels and my calorie consumption, my weight shouldn't fluctuate too much up or down, okay? Now, if we increase or decrease the amount of calories we have, that's going to have an impact on our body and also our activity and physical fitness levels. Okay, so if we are looking to create a calorie deficit, so what do we mean by that? Calorie deficit means that we're looking to consume consume less calories than what we require. Okay, so if we remember we needed 2,500 to meet our daily activities, I'm now going to consume less than that. Okay, so that would be not filling the glass up fully. If I consume more, so I'm having more calories than what I need, then obviously it puts me above that. So if I start having 3,000 calories, that extra 500 calories has got to go somewhere. So if we just take this in a really crude example here, so we're going to assume this is our muscles, just thinking if we're taking energy in, it's our muscles that create movements that we do each day, be that activity or need. So if we just assume, just in a crudest way, that this is our muscle and this is the rest of our body. Okay, so if I consume more calories than what's needed, so I eat that extra donut, I have that extra packet of crisps, go for that extra large burger, the excess water has to go somewhere. Okay, so that's floating around in the rest of my body. So that energy that's not used now becomes fat within our body. Okay, and that's what will happen for us to put on weight or increase in size. So how do we go about losing weight then? If we're looking through our exercise and a calorie controlled diet to lose weight, how are we going to do that? So calorie control here works if, again, speak to a nutritionist, personal trainer, and they'll calculate what your requirement is. Now we're usually going to work at reducing that by about 500 calories, and that's a nice safe level for you to do a nice steady decrease in weight, okay? You don't want to go too extreme, you want to keep a nice steady decrease. So now if I fill this glass, so instead of consuming that 2,500, I'm only consuming 2,000, that leaves this glass not full up, i.e. my body's now not got enough energy to complete its daily tasks. So my body will look to get that energy from elsewhere, and the place it will turn, if we're doing things correctly, will be to use the fat within our body. We'll burn that and use that as our fuel. So as you can see, that's now reduced the amount of fat within my body, or the container in this case. So if we keep repeating that process, eventually we can get ourselves down to the right weight requirement that we're looking to be in. So in terms of if we're a professional fighter, this is a way that you can get your weight down to fight. Obviously they'll do it in a more dramatic fashion than that. If we're looking to reduce our weight for health reasons, i.e. lower our BMI or get our blood pressure and stuff down, again, this is something that we can look to do. On the flip side, if I'm looking to build lean muscle tissue, I'm going to use my diet to help increase my body size. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I'm consuming more calories than needed. So in this occasion, now I need all of my 2,500 calories for my activity. Okay, I'm being given a good program by my personal trainer that's seeing me, lift some good weights. I'm breaking the muscle tissue down. I need to feed the muscles. So now I'm going to be consuming more calories. So instead of the 2,500, I might be consuming say 3,000 calories. So I'm going to have that extra going in. In this case now, if we just think of this as the body and this as the muscle tissue, we want to be consuming the right foods here. So probably more protein. We want to be getting that in to help the muscles rebuild so that they grow and we build stronger muscles. As I said, this is a whistle-stop tour of it. It gives you a rough idea of how we can view our food and how consuming the right amount of calories can help us achieve those goals. Okay, if things become out of balance, if we're consuming only 2,000 calories, but we're looking to grow lean muscle tissue, that's just not going to happen. We're not fueling our body, we're not fueling our muscles enough for that muscle growth. And on the flip side, if we're trying to lose weight, if we're consuming 3,000 calories, when we should only be consuming, in this case, we're trying to decrease it, aren't we? We should only be 2,000 here. We're putting an extra 1,000 calories in that's going to develop into our body and build fat. Okay, so it's just a whistle-stop tour. It gives you an idea of how controlling your calories can affect you and your fitness goals. Okay, enjoying food and all of that is certainly part of life. I love my food. I've got a very sweet tooth. Okay, so I have to watch the calorie intake that I have from those things, but everything's a balance. Okay, get a balance of physical activity and a balance of what you consume, but understanding the calories that you're having will allow you to do that over a daily and a weekly basis, and this is something that I'll look to talk about in later videos as well. So I hope that helps. Take that forward, go and enjoy some food, enjoy some exercise, and